Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist, and today is Thursday, August 12th, and we're back at the Universal Orlando Resort to cover some Horror Night updates and whatever else is around the resort. And there's a lot going on this week, so we're going to cover it all. Stay tuned. So it looks to be a rainy day right now. We just got a little rained on. So we did go through the Universal Studios store to kind of bypass the rain. As we're approaching the archway right now, the globe is not spinning. It hasn't been spinning for the week. So there's been a line by the globe so people can take pictures because it's in a good photo spot right now. The archway has no medallion under it because the Olympic celebrations did end, and we do have a truss with lighting here for Horror Nights. Pretty soon we should see the Horror Night medallion under the archway as well. So we've now entered the park, very short wait to get in. It is now the down season of the park, so a lot of the crowds are gone from the summer. But we're going to see what's new for Horror Nights around this area. Rocket does look to be down for weather, as you can see. So we are walking down Hollywood right now, and it looks like we have some trusses out for Horror Nights, and there are quite a few updates around here to cover. So we're going to show you that. And earlier today, Universal did fully announce the whole event for Horror Nights, all the houses and everything. So we'll go over that later. This is typically where a house is. It's where Killer Clowns was last year. That's going to be the legendary Truth House this year. We have some truss beams over here, and we have about 5 stages set up in the street. So let's go see them. So we have one stage right here. Nothing on it yet. Maybe there aren't 5. I saw online that there were 5, but it looks like there's only 2 out right now, or maybe 3. Maybe they'll put out more as the event goes on. And this is going to be the Eddie zone. Eddie is Jack the Clown's brother, the guy with the chainsaw. And this stage showcases Vamp 55, which was a scare zone a few years ago. And this other stage is empty at the moment as well. There's a few updates in this store we can cover. It doesn't look like there's a new shirt out today. But you can buy a portrait here and have it themed, and it will go into the Horror Nights tribute store. It'll cost $200 if you want that. They also have a Jack the Clown shirt here that came out during the Icons announcement. $35 for this shirt. They still have plenty in stock. We have a lot of the Icons glass over here, where I believe it's like $12. Yeah, it's $12. I'll show you guys the Icons on the glass. Those are them. We have some socks. We have some popcorn. And then we also have buttons somewhere around the store. Here's the back side. And here are the buttons right over here. 4-pack. And I believe this is 10 bucks. Yeah, they're 11. And that's all they have right now out for the announcements. They still have the Beetlejuice shirt out. They still have the Jack shirt and the Haunting a Hill House shirt. So come get them before they go away. And tomorrow there's supposed to be another shirt coming out. We already got the pass holder button, but some of my friends haven't, so we're gonna go in and get it for them. So this scare zone is called Lights Camera Haction. And it's Eddie, basically, the guy with the chainsaw, and he's basically filming a movie, and that's why they're gonna have these different stages here, and basically they showcase some of the best scare zones. It's basically an anniversary zone for scare zones. It's gonna showcase some of the best ones they've had at Horror Nights recently, and on each of the stages. So that's what it is. That's kind of the rundown for this zone. It's pretty neat looking. Can't wait for it. Should be a pretty fun zone. Some throwbacks in there. But I can see ahead of me one of the other zones that had props come out today, and it was officially announced. It's called the Gorewood Forest, and that's going to feature the Terror Queen, which is Tara Cruentus, and she was back in HHN 15. She had a sacrifice, and she'll come back 15 years later, so that'll be this year instead, which is actually 16 years. But this looks like a really cool scare zone, and the tree props we've been seeing from our views of the facades, some of those roots and everything, I think they're going to be used in this scare zone. But we have some cool stuff, and I'll show you what it is. So this is for the Terror Queen zone. It looks like a really cool prop, and it's actually a stage for the Terror Queen. And they should have more props coming out in the next week as well. It's pouring right now, so we're seeking shelter. They did put a lot of theming in the fences of Central Park as well. And this is the Terror Queen zone. I'm so excited for this one. We have a lot of lighting rigs going up. It's gonna be a really cool zone. I'm just waiting for more props to be added as well. And these were added today. Not the fence designs, but the route and the entrance. I don't think we are gonna have any pumpkins in the tree this year, because we're gonna have that in the Wicked Growth facade tunnel instead. And the speakers are now hidden behind the fence here. So today, we're gonna see if we can get you a new update here. We're gonna go into Animal Actors. And I haven't done this attraction in like 7 years, but we're not here for the show. We'll show you what we're here for in a minute. Once again, we're not here to watch much of the show. We might get some footage of it, but we're here to cover something else for you guys today. So we are actually here for a Horror Nights update. As you can see, we have the Puppet Theater facade down there. Let's strap on the big lens and show you guys up close. So this is the facade for Puppet Theater right now. Is someone driving up to it? It looks awesome. It's the Grandeur Theater and the puppet troupe is there. I can't wait to get into this house. Such an awesome facade. You can see the left side of it. And we have covered this in our past updates from by Simpsons, and we're gonna head there next. One more look at the facade before we leave. The show just finished, and we actually came to the show like 10 minutes after it started, and somehow they still let us into the show. So they let anyone walking in, just able to walk in. We're gonna head over and get our Simpsons view next. So we are now exiting the show. We're gonna head this way towards Men in Black and Simpsons. Puppet Theater is one of my most anticipated houses this year, #1 on my hype list. It was officially announced today. Basically, there's an earthquake in California at the Grandeur Theater, and a puppet troupe is there, and they've been trapped in there for years, and basically you guys walking in are the next audience that they're gonna kill. So it's gonna be a really cool house. They accidentally released a sneak preview last year and it looks amazing, so that's gonna be an awesome house. The other houses they did announce today was the Wicked Growth Realm of the Pumpkin, which is another maze we're about to check out. They announced Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. It is coming back this year. I'll tell you guys about the other houses in a minute, but we're gonna cover the construction for the facade. So what it looks like here, I'm gonna go put on that big lens again so you guys can see. So we have one of the construction crews on site today, and this is the Wicked Growth Realm of the Pumpkin facade. And you see that pumpkin spire? There is another one on the other side of it as well. We saw some aerial photos. This is a truck right here for construction. And we do have the Puppet Theater facade on the side as well. So right over here we do have the puppet facade with the tree there. And that tree prop with the other stolen tree prop are for the Terror Queen zone. And we can see the facade posters up here better for puppets. Zoom in a little bit. Looks like such a cool facade. And we're gonna get another shot of Wicked Growth. And that is Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin. Another angle of that facade. Awesome. You got a cool lighting fixture there. And we still have the roots off to the side as well. So quick intermission. I'm gonna go ride Men in Black a couple times, and then I'll come back and talk about the new house announcements, Scare Zones announcements, and the show's announcements, because that's what they did today. We'll go cover them in a minute. So we're in the Men in Black normal queue, and you can see they have this new podium here for lighting, maybe projection, and we have the facade here. It was officially announced today, and you can also see on the side of it some work over there. But it looks really cool. Can't wait for this house. It was officially announced. It's the anniversary house. So they're going to take a compilation of houses from the last 10 to 15 years that took place in Cary, Ohio, and mash them up into one house. And this is from the Men in Black extended queue. It's a really cool view.
And you! I do have an audio presentation. Need the projections to the audio presentation. I got something. Enjoy. I'll be right back. I'll go check on things, okay?
Welcome to The Universe and You. We hope you enjoy this classic adventure into the unknown, relocated from the 1964 New York World Expo.
Since the beginning of recorded time, man has searched the cosmos, reached deep into the secrets of the universe for evidence of life from other galaxies. Are we alone? Join us now as we take you on a fantastic journey.
Universe and You program terminated. Access granted for MIB training.
Hurry up, rookie. You haven't come all day. Come on. That's all. Time's a waste. You're the best of the best. But
as we can see in the Men in Black queue, one of the aliens is missing at the moment. It's under refurb and it's been gone for a couple months now. We're hoping to see the return of him quite soon. The one on the left was gone a few months ago, but he already came back. So hopefully this other one will come back in the near future. So I just got off of Men in Black. I rode it twice. First time I maxed out with no bonus. I do have a guide. I'll put it on top of the screen so you guys can watch it on how to max out. But also when we went again, we did the single rider, or the normal line actually. And we got to get you some of that facade footage and some updates around the inside of the queue. We're about to pass, not Fast and Furious, Fear Factor. And they have been rehearsing their show and doing some lighting rigs and updates into the theater. And they have announced that show officially today. The only details about the show is that it's a dancing show and it's got magic and some comedy, and it is called Halloween Nightmare Fuel. It's the name of the show. It's to hype up the crowd, maybe similar to Academy Villains from last year, but Fear Factor is right over here. We have the sign all covered up. We have the theater here with some lighting rigs in there. Not much to see from outside the theater. You have to really go inside to see it. And we have some other stuff covered up at the moment. So, but I'm pretty sure they have been testing and practicing for that show already. So that should be a good show. The other show they're gonna have at Halloween Horror Nights this year is Marathon of Mayhem as a Lagoon show. They did have it last year, but this year it's called Marathon of Mayhem Carnage Factory. And it's gonna be a water show, probably featuring Jack the Clown and some other icons in a factory of fear. So that should be a fun show to see. We're in Diagon Alley right now. We just got off Gringotts. It says 90-minute wait. We went in the single rider line and we waited a total of 0 minutes. That was it. There was no one in line. Definitely use single riders. So right now we are heading through the San Francisco zone, and this one was officially announced to be Crypt TV, and that's based off of a YouTube channel that makes horror short films. Free to watch. Haven't seen them yet though. A lot of cool props in this zone for Crypt TV. We have a dead body in there. If you know any of these scenes from the series, please let me know in the comments below. This one looks like from Miss Anity though, and Itsy Bitsy Spider, a little combination of them both. I think this one's called The Door in the Woods, but if you guys know any of the other ones, let me know. We also have some themed footers for the Trustworks as well. This is the back side of The Door in the Woods. It looks like this little maze back there, but it's really not. It's just a pathway. It looks like there's a trigger there for the actor, but there's also the spider body here, and we have some webs around the gates here, and we have another little coffin looking thing here, whatever that is, on this side. And as we exit the zone, we have another scene here with the shower, the bathroom looking thing. It looks to be a dead body right there, and we have some words covered up as well. Seems to be an interesting set piece over here. And that's the end of the Crypt TV zone. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of actors in there from the series, some creepy monsters hopefully. I haven't yet seen the series though, so I can't say if it's good or not. But that's the third zone that we've covered today, and we have 2 more zones. And I will talk about the houses again shortly. So the houses I covered so far were Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin. And that is, I didn't really talk about it, that's the house. There's gonna be like a giant pumpkin king, and he's gonna be like the ruler of this like forest. So that's gonna be a cool house. I talked about Puppet Theater and the Scary Ohio house, which is the anniversary house for this year. The other 7 houses are the HHN icons, which are the basically all of the Horror Night icons. So Jack the Clown, Eddie, Chance, Lady Luck, like all of them. They're on some merch from last year. They are gonna have a house where they alternate and they scare you, like all of their different forms. That's gonna be a really fun house. That is an original one. We have the Haunting of Hill House, which is based off the Netflix series. And then we have Beetlejuice, which was open last year. That's also based off the movie. I went through it last year, really good house. We have the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, which is an original that was open last year. Really good house. We have The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. That was also a really good house. Another, what's an IP, but it's almost a mix. We also have Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming, based off the original film. The last house we're gonna have is The Legendary Truth, The Collective. Basically they're having a house called like The Legendary Truth Unearthed Cases. And basically Boris Schuster, which is the main character in the maze, his case files are gonna be coming to life in the house, and you're gonna be walking through them in New York City. It's gonna be such a good house. It's definitely an original one. I can't wait to walk through that one either, but that's also the last house that was announced this year. We do have 2 more scare zones to cover today, but first, let's ride Mummy. So the 4th zone here that was officially announced is Seek and Destroy. We're in it right now. I've covered this the last few weeks I've been here, and basically it's like a futuristic type of zone in the future, you know, dystopian kind of zone. It's the controller sees all. You're under his tyrannical rule. So if you've ever read the book 1984 or anything like that, it's basically like a dystopian society, and you're under this guy's rule with his robots and stuff. These aliens that are controlling us, and they're trying to destroy us. Now also, we have a new tribute store going up at the moment. This just came up this morning. One of the rumors going around is that it might be Jack the Clown's house. We're not sure yet, it's not fully constructed. We're gonna find out officially by probably tomorrow or in a few weeks it should officially open. This looks really cool though. This tribute store set piece does look really cool, and I've heard it's amazing inside. I also heard it's gonna be a little bit different on the inside from last year during COVID, during Horror Nights Light. They had a tribute store open, and I heard it's gonna be a little different this year. Guys, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, where you think what tribute store rooms are gonna be featured this year, like certain houses. Tell me what you guys think. And remember, if you buy the poster in the other store for $200, the picture, you can have it hung in the tribute store. Before I cover my last zone of the day and then head to Islands, I did want to tell you guys to subscribe to my channel, because we do have a couple more weeks where we're going to film some more Horror Night construction updates. We got some exclusive facade footage today. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button. We're about to reach 300 subscribers. Let's see if we can reach 350 or 400 before Horror Nights. And I will be here all the time during Horror Nights. So I'm gonna get you some footage and content from there as well. So stay tuned for that. So Rocket, we did try to wait in the normal line hoping it would move, but then it went down for delays and it was 120 minutes, and now we are off the line. We're gonna hit that last scare zone for you guys, and then we're gonna head into Islands, ride Velocicoaster, Hagrid, and Hulk, and some other rides while we're there. But the new anniversary scare zone, which was officially announced today, has got some props. We did cover it last time we were here, but it's got some updates. It's gonna feature a lot of the past monsters from different scare zones and houses, all in this one zone. To celebrate the 30th anniversary, we have some truss decorations here, and we have 2 X's on each platform stage to represent the 20 years a while ago. And we do have candles on the sides of the truss. We don't have any updates to the circle lighting rig up there, and we have the same set pieces from last time. And we do have the LED sign here, and I did cover this zone a lot more in my last video, so definitely check that out. So that's it from the 30th anniversary zone. A couple touches in there, the candles. We got pyro going in the middle. I'm excited to see what other props get added in the last few weeks before the event starts. But now we're gonna head to Islands. Subscribe if you want to see more Horror Night updates, because we will give some. But stay tuned, so definitely subscribe. If you just watched my Horror Nights clip, and even though you heard I'm about to go to Islands, if you keep watching, you will see me cover a cool rumor. Something is maybe closing at Islands of Adventure. If you're interested in that, keep watching my video. So we are now in Islands of Adventure. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain anymore. It's a little cloudy out. We're gonna head in. We're gonna start with Hulk. We do have a Hagrid reservation. So Hagrid's been a little tricky to get reservations for recently, but we did get one, so we got kind of lucky with that. So if you look over here, Velocicoaster is open and there's no one in the extended queue. So, and it says 45 minutes. That should be a very short wait. We're gonna head there very soon. Hulk does say 15 minutes at the moment. It does split if you're gonna do single riders. You have to wait outside and then it splits at the metal detectors. But I'm probably gonna be doing single riders today. Much shorter of a wait. So I just got off Hulk. We rode it 3 times. I had a pretty low wait. And now we are heading to Hagrid. But on the way there, I'm covering a new rumor. So right now, we're in front of Poseidon's Fury. It's been closed due to COVID. Now there is an active rumor going around talking about how Poseidon's Fury might be permanently closing. But there's also a rumor that it might get replaced by The Legend of Zelda, and there might be a Zelda attraction. Another rumor is that it's just having its annual refurbishment. So we're gonna see, we're gonna show you what's going on right now. There are a bunch of construction walls right outside the Poseidon's Fury, everywhere, lining the whole area right now. A bunch of them. So this attraction, we don't know if it's permanently closed, and if it is permanently closed, it will get replaced by a Legend of Zelda ride, which is a Nintendo property. And let's look inside real quick. And if it's not permanently closed, it's just getting refurbished, and they're gonna do a couple updates to the outside of the attraction. So if Poseidon's Fury is officially gonna close permanently, do you guys think the rest of the Lost Continent's gonna close too? Or do you think it'll just be that land only? And also, let me know if you think it's just gonna be a refurbishment, not a permanent closure. So we just got off of Hagrid. We had the virtual line. It was probably about a 25-minute wait. It wasn't too bad. But now we're gonna head to Velocicoaster, see how many rides we can get before the park closes and get a nice night ride on it. So we're taking the bypass bridge to Velocicoaster. Once again, they had that new archway right there. It's pretty neat. about to come by. Unless the attraction's delayed, I'm not sure. There it is. We gotta get there. So we're entering Velocicoaster. We're gonna check out the wait. Looks like it says 45 minutes, and the single riders are open at the moment. The line is in the extended queue right now, so we're gonna see what we want to do. And the sign is working great right now. Both torches are on. Looks like Velocicoaster has lighting issues right now. It turns red and other colors on that train. And you got the rest of the island's skyline right now. So we just got off Velocicoaster, waited in line. It took about 40 minutes, just like the wait time said. We were gonna go back on again, but it did close, so we couldn't re-ride it. But we are gonna head around, as you can hear maybe in the background. They are doing the castle projection show, so we're gonna go see how the castle looks after the show, get some photos of that. This sign looks very new for this store. I think they just put it out, but I'm not sure. It's gonna be a boutique store for Halloween during Islands of Adventure. It looks like Universal's done their last Hogwarts show of the night, and we just covered the sign for the new Halloween store. That was breaking news right there, all brand new sign, and it looks like there were just some fireworks in studios. But now we're gonna be heading out of the park because it's officially closed. And we overall had a pretty successful day today. Covered some awesome Horror Night facades. We're gonna be heading out now. We're gonna head by Velocicoaster and see if the spotlight's working, the watchtower tonight. I haven't seen it working yet. I'm hoping I could catch it working, following the train. So we're gonna go over and see. Let's take a look. I don't see the spotlight running from the watchtower today. I don't know, maybe I've just been a little unlucky, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll catch it another time. The nighttime lighting does look amazing on this thing. Let the camera focus, there we go. It's beautiful. So that store we just covered right before the castle, that one is probably gonna open very soon. Like maybe even tomorrow, I don't even know. But I'm not even gonna be surprised if it does open this week. So if you're coming to the park, just go head over to Islands, see if the Horror Night store, it's not a Horror Night store, it's a Halloween store. It's gonna be open at Islands. See if it's open, it looks awesome. Like I stated last time, they did fix the Toon Lagoon sign recently, so it is back in operation. But right now we're gonna head out. Studios is having some fireworks, see if we can catch some on the way out. So like I said, that's gonna wrap up today at Universal. If you enjoyed the video, the Horror Night updates and everything going on at Islands as well, definitely subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment down below, let me know. And stay tuned, because next week I'll be back for more Horror Nights. I come a lot and cover a lot, so if you want to see any updates around the park, just stay tuned. Follow me on my social media pages, on Twitter at Ethan Hershaft, and on Instagram at Florida Theme Park Pics. Stay tuned for the next one.